Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch my savior.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the blazer, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some man charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Today, there's an NFC fighting store between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Outside. 22. Watch out. Up. 21. 21. Yellow.
Pretty throwing here to start. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Back to the air on second. Purdy finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 49.
Here's Purdy to throw. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. That's Julian Blackmon. Along the right sideline, there's space. Into the end zone he goes. Pick six and a New Orleans touchdown.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it. Wow.
Blake Grupe to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
kickoff after that pick six. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
After the pick, Purdy back to the air. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. One play in, Brock, in this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Purdy on 1st down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Cage, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Shuck now on 1st down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nick Martin picks it off. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Get set, get set. Stop.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down.
Kool-Aid McKinstry there defensively.
Outside. Watch out.
From the gun is Purdy. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Get set. That's up. That's up. Right, that's up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, you. Here we go.
First carry here for Jordan James. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Talanoa Hufanga making the stop there against his former team.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Get set. Watch out. Up.
Money with James. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Left side secured by Ayuk. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Going power with a big tight end. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Gosh, I just love seeing wrinkles like that added to your offense in these key situations. Kind of call it the Andy Reid effect. He's been so good down here near the goal line, and that one, well, it almost went in for 6.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Purdy will sneak it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Brock Purdy with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go now.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead on the first play of the drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
49-7.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's Cox again. It's Kittle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That one gains 7. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
At the 48-yard line.
Now it's Purdy. Screen play here for James. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Strong running inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. So 20 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set.
To the air again. Purdy finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That's all. Here we go. 2-9.
Here's a design run. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Still just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time to get the 2nd quarter going. The 49ers sent up inside the red zone. Purdy looking to throw. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
And they're going to hold him to 5 yards, a little short of that marker. We'll see if they want to go for this on 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Purdy going to go on forward. And they don't get the catch they need there. That hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's going to have this one up to about the 21. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Off the play action. Chuck. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath.
This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Nick Martin picks it off. He's in the end zone for the pick 6 for San Francisco. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. 1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Now Shuck coming off that pick. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Etienne on first down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shot to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And he's almost to the markers. His effort takes it to the 40, 3rd down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept in catching it as well.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun to give to Etienne. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Headed out right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Let's go now.
Handoff here for Miller. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Chuck now on 3rd and goal. He rolls to his right. Jump off, caught by his back. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18.
We've got a good one so far. We are all tied up, and we have hit our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. They throw it out quick to the left. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on down near the end zone. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Algier. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working near his goal line. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And he's going to step out a little short of the 10.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. Now Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a give inside to James. Touch the tackle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Zach Bond with the tackle. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Purdy throwing here. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Get set.
On the gun is Purdy. He makes the catch. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
21. Yellow.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Second and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And that will not be enough for a first down. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Purdy looking to throw here. It's third and 2. Finds Davis complete. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Outside. Corner.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Get set. Watch out.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. To the air on third and long. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
The Saints take over first and 10.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and you would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Group B to try the point after. And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's ETN to begin the drive. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. Picked up by the 49ers. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a handoff for Algier. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. He'll throw it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Saints take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. But exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead.
Ball is out. ETN Wilson on the hit. And that's 49ers football.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And off on the pistol, it's James. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Kittle makes the catch. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
James gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can tie it up after hitting Painter in the 3rd.
Touchdown, 49ers.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers tie this game at 21. as they send this away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. The Saints take over 1st and 10. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They'll try it left with Chandler. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense to the line fast.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Sharp looking to pass here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Pistol snap here to Sharp. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. You've got a man in motion. Third down, here's Sharp. Short pass brought in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
1st and 10, here's Sharp. Completed over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd and that playbook will fly wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Trying down the middle with Chandler. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
Goes to the hurry up here.
The Saints. 1st down.
Go.
Going to the ground again on. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the 49ers get to it. Oh, man. Yet again, Brock, an inability to hang on to the football. I'm just going to guess might be working a little harder on ball security next week. 3rd straight series they put it on the turf.
Yeah, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Any day that ends in Y, you're probably going to do it because this is incredibly frustrating to not hope.
He's got it deep downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Get set. Get set.
Purdy looking to throw. This one falls incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And now it's 2nd down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. Out by Ayuk, middle of the field. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Now run, James. And he's going to work it to the 20. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Purdy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Get set.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That's a pickup of 9. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just enough throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just...
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's the play. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's tricky. Tricky. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. Tricky. I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house and out. I had to leave real early. These girls are really, all they just say is, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, Dave? It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. Tricky. In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time. And in the city, it's a pity, cause we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood, we're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Here's Harrison Mevis to get this one started. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Chuck will throw to get us started. Dumped off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But when the veteran QB said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Chuck with a quick toss out wide. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Throw here, 3rd down. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. To throw again here, it's Chuck. He finds it beyond the marker. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Chuck now from the gun. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Shock working from the gun. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
I think that time the defense was thinking a run play was going to come at him, right? Actually, most of us probably thought that was the right call. Still, wasn't a problem for them to adapt and get into coverage and force now a 4th down.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They're going to try with Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Shock. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Yeah, it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
On the give, it's Miller. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
18 Cardinals, 18 Pioneer.
On play action, here's Shock. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Putting a receiver in motion. Now Shock on 3rd and long. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Chris Olave with the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, found the end zone as a result.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
53, 18, what's up? 21.
Purdy throwing here to start. And his first pass falls incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Wilson Adebo on the coverage.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the 49ers the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Buying some time right. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Get set, get set. Uno. 18, watch out.
They'll throw, third and long. It's caught, Pearsall has it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. That's incomplete left side. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So second down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Purdy now on second and 10. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On third down, Purdy flushed out of the pocket. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Get set, get set. 11.
Purdy gonna go on fourth. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's gonna go over on downs. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Is a turnover on downs.
Shuck now on first down. Olave on the slant. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down. New set of downs from 37. First and 10. Here's Shuck. That one's incomplete over the middle. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down. We send a man in motion. On second and 10 now, here's Shuck. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Bails out of the pocket quick. And receive isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Trying it right side with Etienne. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Offense up to the line fast.
19 tight. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Groupie sends it through. Yeah, that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Get set. Up.
They give left side to James. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running with James. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
53.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Purdy trying on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
His charge towards the line gets right around 3 yards.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Panther 60. 18.
Off the play action. Jump. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49ers 17-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. 18. Warriors 70.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Escapes the pocket. And a big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings him to first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints make it a 16-point ball game. Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead.
49ers nothing. Blake Grupe.
Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Oh, he lost it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Before he can really break that return, they're on him to force the fumble and take away possession.
When you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys were running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Grupe's extra point is good. And the Saints make it a 24-point ball game.
49ers nothing. Blake Grupe to kick off.
Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Get set, get set. Stop.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
18, watch out. Stop.
Second and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Screen play here for James. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the 49er first down.
Purdy throwing here on first. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Get set, get set. Stop.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Dumped off to his running back. Davis a first down and more. So it looks like it'll be 2nd and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Up. Up.
Here's James running right. Room inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers jump some of the lead off before the half.
You know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Get
The
set, get
49ers
set.
will line up for
Here's Purdy to throw for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
it's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Chuck now from the gun. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Chuck on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. 4th down, here's Shuck. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. They were riding the high that came from that 4th down stop, and now they're experiencing the low as they have to head back out because of that penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Saints.
Shuck working from the gun. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
Malik Mustafa on the coverage.
19, Tiger, 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Man in motion, out of the slot.
Warrior 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Here's Shuck. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
16 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They give up the gut to Chandler. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Miller. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
No gain on the play.
And he spiked it just in time. So now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime. On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Caught beyond the marker. And the surprise does not pay off as they're turned away on that fake, Bronc. A few points left out there potentially as they turn it over on downs.
Blake Grupe to kick off for the
Here's
Saints.
Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. Massive hits. The ball's out. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, partner, those halftime adjustments they had planned on offense. Hold on, let me just crack it open here and throw those right out the window.
That's such a bummer. You do spend those rapid minutes in the halftime locker room getting everybody on the same page. Hey, here we go. Here's a plan. Here's our new script. And instead, that script, well, it's rewritten. Now the defense got to respond.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. Patrick, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 69, Rick, 60, trap 60, trap 60.
To throw, Shuck. Hits his running back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A stoppage now for an injured player as we see, it's Travis Etienne who's in some visible pain and needing to look at from the training staff. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Come on, set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
This is Chandler. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Shuck's going to throw here. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Motion man sent left. Etienne on 3rd down. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. And that's going to bring up a tough decision here for them on 4th down. So the Saints send out Blake Grupe for the try. This from 28 yards away. Grupe sends it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Running this with James. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Purdy looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Purdy gonna go on 4th. It'll be the first and more. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They come through massive gain there on fourth down, give them 24 yards, and most importantly, that first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
To throw again, it's Purdy. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, they need 7. To the air again, Purdy. Hits him on the end route. Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up.
A gain of 24 yards. And the 49er, first down. First down and goal to go.
Get set. Up.
Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. And oh, he got it! Interception! Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Saints are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
When chances to score have been so few and far between for your offense, Kate, you got to come through in these opportunities, especially now in the second half. Like all game, this defense has just risen to the occasion and jumped on the chance at that interception.
And he will take this all the way up near midfield.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running once more with Miller. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, I think I can even feel it up here in the booth. You feel this offensive line just gaining confidence. When you get chunk run after chunk run in this league, boy, those big guys say, feed the run game.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And now they face second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Handoff here for Miller. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. Rush coming for Shock. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10. Carry here for James. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Working quickly here. This is James. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
To the line. Here's third and 3.
Get set. Go ahead. 18. Hey, watch out. That's your man.
There's a get inside of James. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be fourth and short. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's 49ers football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game they'd like to forget. First down throw by Purdy. Pressure coming, and they take him down. Offense in a hurry up here. Purdy on the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Get set.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Short pass caught by his tight end. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Now run, James. He's fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Get set. Stop.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Setting up the running back screen. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Desperation time here. Kittle makes the catch. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers making the scoreboard look a touch better. George Kittle, the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive.
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As a corner in this league, well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. You want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Chuck now from the gun. A good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down. They'll run here. ETN. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Trying for it with Shuck. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. They were riding the high that came from that 4th down stop, and now they're experiencing the low as they have to head back out because of that penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Third and long for him here. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense. I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy to throw it. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On third down, Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that gives the 49ers the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Get set.
First down, Purdy to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Schoonmaker's there to haul it in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and he gets himself in space to do some damage.
He takes it himself. No one's around him. He's got space. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Saints looking at a 3-0 start to the season.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try it left with Chandler. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Oh, on him quick there. And they bring him to the turn. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
It's third down. 3rd and long.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Absolutely fires this one right side. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints grow their lead yet again. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Finding Pearson. And this one doesn't go far. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. This drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 41-yard line.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Right side, cut by Davis. And he works this to the 38 before going now.
It's a gain of
Offense to the line fast.
3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off when you get the penalty.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Okay, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Here he goes, one final shot. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left, so positive no